Hello everybody, how's it going today? Hope all the advancing guitarists are enjoying my videos here on YouTube and TikTok. And if you need my YouTube address, just let me know. I do have to delete some of my TikTok older videos from time to time because I don't have enough room on my phone to hold them all. So there may be some of the beginning videos that you would find on YouTube that may not be available on TikTok anymore, but you can easily find them on YouTube. So some of the people yesterday told me that they do want to learn how to read standard notation, and that's what we're going to do for a couple more lessons today and maybe tomorrow. So it's a little difficult for me because I don't have all the state-of-the-art ways of getting a song in front of you to kind of look at it as I'm playing it. So I'm going to play and then I'm going to analyze it for you, okay? You may need to go back and look at some of my initial reading standard notation lessons because it's stepping stones, and counting is so important. And so you may be lost, or you may, if you've seen some of my other videos, this may make sense to you, okay? Number one thing is, and I've gone over it before, regarding talking about the chromatic scale, is that if you don't know the notes, on the neck of the guitar, then you're not going to be able to read any kind of music. So the chromatic scale is, all you got to do is you got to know the alphabet, and the chromatic scale means you're going from the open string all the way up the neck to where it repeats itself on 12, and you can name all the notes, and it's just a matter of knowing your A, B's, and C's, and knowing that there's no B sharp and there's no E sharp. There's only B flat and E flat. So I've told many times that you can go start with, say, the low E, and you can, F sharp, G sharp, and then after G sharp, we go back to A. And then it's ABCs, okay? Except you do have the sharps come in there, unless you're talking about B and E. So you got A sharp, B, no B sharp, C sharp, D sharp, and then it repeats itself and keeps going up the neck, depending on how many frets you've got. And you can do that on every string. And, when you read music, you can be doing it, reading and playing down here with open strings. You could be doing the same exact reading here on maybe the second position, fifth position, going up to the seventh and eighth position, and even up here in the 10th position before you repeat, as if it's like you're open down here. So we're going to start down at the very beginning, and because of that, you don't have to know all the notes all the way up to the 12th fret. If you just can learn the notes pretty much between your open string and maybe up to the 5th fret, you're good to go. Meaning E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, okay? G sharp, A, what's this? A sharp, B, C, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, and then the E high note repeats, okay? So here we go. We're going to go, and most of the notes here are quarter and eighth notes, and there's something that we didn't talk about yesterday, or we might have talked about in a prior lesson. Sometimes you're going to have a dot next to the note, okay? That means that note, when you're counting, gets half of an additional count as the note, meaning that if it's a whole note in the measure and it has a dot next to it, it's going to be a whole note and a half note that you'll be counting. If it's just a quarter note, which there's a few of them in this song, then that quarter note just gets an eighth beat or an eighth count before you're getting to the next note, okay? So now I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to show you analyzing it, okay? Whoops. Let me try it again. Okay? So, American the Beautiful. You might have heard that one before. So let's see if we can do a little bit of analyzation here, okay? And this is, like I said, I don't have the state of the art, so I can just like put it up there and make it easy for you to see. But we're going to do the best we can. You know, maybe when I'm able to monetize both my YouTube and my TikTok, and I got a little money coming in from that, the tips are always welcome. If you like what you're singing or you're hearing. Okay, so we're starting here in American the Beautiful. And we're starting with the pickup note. So you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, and then on 4, you're going to start playing. See, it's 4, 4. That means there's 4 beats to every measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. So when you have a pickup note here, it means that that's the note that's going to come in on the 4th beat when you're counting, okay? So the G is an open string. So that's how you play the first 2 notes. The second note is the G that has that dot on it. So that means that that quarter note gets another 8th when you're counting, meaning that, you know, I talked about yesterday, sometimes it's going to be 1 and, okay, or 1 and if you're getting into 16th notes. So when you count that, and luckily you know the tune, you're not playing something like a song you never heard, it can really help you. So these are both open strings here, okay? So you're going to hit for just 1 beat on the 4th beat to get started. And that's the open G to an open G again, which is 1 beat and another 8th, meaning that G, G, and then what did we have next? We have F as an 8th note, so you're just on that for half a beat of that quarter note. Done, G, that's E. D, so it would be such a quickie because that's an 8th note, back to the quarter note, okay? Dun, 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 both on E, and then we're back to G again. The same as the beginning, da, da, E, E. Remember, that's just an 8th note, and that's a quarter note. And then you've got 8th notes, quarter notes going up the scale a little bit here, okay? You've got G, A, I'm sorry, F, G, A, B. So you're going to play F, okay, on your 3rd fret, and then you're going to play an open G, and then you've got an A, you know, on your 2nd fret of your G string, and then an open B. So it's da, 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 and then we go down here to a half note with a dot, which means that it's this G note is going to be counting for 3 beats. Da, da, 2, 3. Then we go back to the same as beginning, quarter note, da, da, with the dotted, F, F, G, G, I'm sorry, E, E. And then we go up to C, C, C sharp quarter note, D, E open string, A, back to D. And look at that, that's a half a note with a dot. D, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you have the pickup note, G, and then to D with the dot, 1 and E, D, E, quick, 8th note, back to a D, D, then we go to the next page, C, 1 and a dot, then to C, what is that? I'm sorry. B, B, C. And these are all quarter notes. D, open B, A, C is half a note with a dot. Again, is 1, 2, 3. C again, which is, on the B string, first fret, C, and back to B. Eighth note, G, A, C. Back to D, G, 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 G. And these are open Gs. C, G, D, C. Okay? Again, you have to know the notes on the scale also. So, let me go through it with you a little bit better because that was a little rough. But the song would be da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. Da, open it. Da 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 da. C, 2, 3. C, C. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. So, a little bit difficult, with the way that I'm trying to get it to you. But, it's a start, and, I will try to maybe get you a better visual, on what I'm doing. If you had this song right in front of you, that you could get a hold of standard notation of American the Beautiful, it would really work for you. But this is like some really simple songs. Most melodies are pretty simple if you know those notes on the first 5 frets. Okay? So, just ramping you up, learning the notes, along the first 5 frets, open strings, and then we're trying to get you knowledgeable of the notes that are inside of the scale, okay? Which the spaces are F, A, C, E, and the 5 lines from the bottom is E, G, B, D, F, okay? F, A, C, E, face for the spaces. Every good boy does fine is a good way to remember the lines from the bottom. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. An easy song. I would have rather had a little better format to show you it. I know I wasn't maybe shaping the book where you could see it as good, but because we were basically working with quarter notes, some eighth notes, a dotted note here and there on a half note, and wasn't fast, it's slow. It's a good way to start a song like this. So keep at it, and you'll be reading music before you know it. See you next time.